Ready. Good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever time it is when you watch this. For me, it's morning, and it is actually Saturday morning here, and it's a very exciting day for me. Chris is at LS Fest right now with Sean and his Nova, and our buddy CJ's there too. And I am headed over to the shop today to do a few little things on the truck. We basically have 3 weeks until we have engines at the shop, which means that we want to have everything ready to go. We're just swapping motors over. So I've got a few little things to clean up, but whatever. That's not the exciting part of today. The exciting part of today is over at the local dragway, Cottonwood. They are having a backside no prep race. Well, I'm not super interested in the no prep stuff, but what they are having that is interesting to me is the Powerwheels Race. So they're having a bunch of kids bring Power Wheels, and they're gonna have a 60-foot drag race with these things. There's a few rules and stuff, and we wound up being the class like main sponsor, but it's pretty cool that the kids, they're gonna have a big payout, big cash payout for the kids. They're gonna have trophies that were made by a local guy here. It should be a pretty interesting time. So we'll follow all of that and kind of see, you know, if that ends up being as cool as it sounds like it is. And it's all stock except for you're allowed to put a drill battery on it. So, you know, nobody's going to be, you know, crazy faster than anybody else. So it all comes down to, you know, the reaction times and your kid going straight and everything else. I mean, it should be a pretty fun time. So we're going to follow that, and also, you know, like I said, do a few updates on the trash can truck while Chris is out of town, and then hopefully, you know, we can have everything ready to go. But check it out. So a pretty commonly known fact is that I am not a welder, but Chris is at LS Fest, so I'm having to do this myself right now. I think this should be good enough to hold a switch panel in, but that's where it's going to be mounted. And from in the seat, I mean, it's way up out of the way, still nice and easy to get to, so I think that'll work. All right, so kind of hard to see, but I threw a couple riv nuts in. You can see them from the backside there, and got the flex fuel sensor mounted in there. Plenty of room for the sensor itself to be swapped out later on, and you can actually get a tool in there. So if you need to change it, you don't have to take the whole assembly out, but even if you do need to, it's easy just to pop those out. and then ran the fuel lines. So this is the pain. When you've got a 16 AN fuel feed, two 16 AN water lines for the intercooler, a 10 AN return, and then also two 6 AN lines that go to the transmission cooler that's mounted here under the bed. And I know this is awful video. It's really hard to show this, but getting all of that crammed into one space is kind of difficult. Making it look neat's a little difficult. So we've got it run along here. I think it'll work out just fine like this. These here, obviously, that will be tucked over when it's all said and done to where underneath it look clean. I've got the pan off right now because we went ahead and just set the dipstick level. So full is about an 1/8 inch or so above the pan line. And it did have some metal shavings in it, so it's probably about time to rebuild this transmission, but we're gonna give it one more race and just cross our fingers. And then yeah, the fuel lines, that's it now. The truck is basically, all the plumbing is done on it. So the only thing that I have left to do plumbing wise is just gonna be plumbing up the catch cans. So I've got to finish mounting the actual catch can itself. We're gonna go back with, and man, we got junk all over the shop right now, but I'm gonna go back with this smaller catch can, converting it. It had some 8 AN lines on it. We're gonna make them 12s, and then basically just mount this up on the firewall. I'm gonna weld a couple tubes because it had the pop-in style filters, so we're gonna put the clamp-on style ones. So I'll weld a couple tubes onto here just to throw those on top. Got the oil cooler. I started making a bracket to mount it, so drew that up, got that cut out. I'll probably take it, and I'll probably end up making it out of steel just for the rigidity of it. But I'm basically gonna do similar to what I did here. You know, just make a bracket that bolts to the frame, and then do it on the other side over here, which, I mean, we still have so much cleanup stuff to do, but get it bolted over there. And then I think that will be, once we run those lines, which we'll have, this is our mock-up block, so don't worry about it, but we'll have basically, instead of there being a filter here now, like on a stock truck or a stock LS oil pan, it's gonna be remote filtered. So we'll run those lines back and basically do, they'll come straight back along, and then there will be a filter mounted up on the actual firewall of the bed, and then that'll route down to the oil cooler. And then hopefully that's plenty of cooling on this thing. I wouldn't imagine it would need much more. And then the fuel line is done, except for I just need to, I've got a couple of different options for mounting my fuel filter. I'm thinking I'm gonna mount it here, which is on that front kind of cross member there. And then that way the fuel line just goes straight up into the rails from there. But I'm still kind of on the fence about that, because then I'd have to connect that fitting to that fitting, and you know, it would have to basically be a perfect line in order to make that work. I probably should mount this somewhere that has a little bit more slack, so that as the pump, you know, adjusts, I don't, you know, worry about making my hose too short there. And we haven't determined yet whether or not we're gonna need it, but this does have a provision as well to put a like a electric pump in line as like a primer pump. If we need that, what we'll probably do is, it has a fitting here that we'll probably take that out and put a 90-degree adapter fitting in it, and then that way we can run a line directly to that and run another fuel line that, you know, will come back. And basically, if we end up doing that, what we'll do is, we have this extra sump here that we were just going to have as a drain in case we want to swap over to, you know, like race E85 while we're at the track, and it's easy to drain what's left in the tank. What we may end up doing is just taking that and connecting a external pump here. But yeah, everything's coming along here pretty good. We've got the sand tufts are mounted now in the back. You can see Chris calling our shot up there. 750 no box, 8th mile, baby. But all right, well that's where we're at with this. About to get everything kind of cleaned up and put back together, and then get ready to go watch some Powerwheels racing.
went by about a half a mile.
I told you that big block don't mean shit. Some of these races I want to bet on. I'm glad to make that.
Yeah, me too. That's what I
Yo, I'm a little pumped. If I run after my kid's car and he wins, just don't hold it against me. I'm a little hyped up right now.
You go chase him
My
down?
boys done won first round. I'm feeling good.
That's funny.
Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me.
want to hit 15 with it.
Hey, y'all, watch out! Let him come! Watch out!
You're good. You're so strong. I wouldn't. Something wrong.
Sorry, I've been drinking.
Is it leaking?
I think so.
Yep. It's leaking real bad. Put it on the right finger now. There you go.
Hey, is that the one you wanted the other day at the bubble gum machine?
Yeah, no, that's what I've been working for.
All right, but if that shit happens in the Powerwheels race, we got a problem. No, up there, that crack, see the kid in the orange shirt? That crack there is the 60-foot.
Hey!
Right here.
How about you just stay here?
It's right there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I can just...
Also, some of them want to have their parents come down here at the end anyways to catch them, so. See.
I got $10 right now. I ain't just got somebody. Come on. How much you got? You don't want it. Come on. Somebody bet me $10. You ready over there? Come on. You ready? I got $10 right here. I got $5 right here. Hold on. If I'm on back now. Oh, yeah. Oh, my little girl in the bed. 8 of us all together. What is it, a road race?
Yeah. 8-car shootout.
Ready? Ready?
Ho, ho.
Hey, everybody get off the track. Everybody back up. Let's give them some room. I like right lane. I like right lane. Watch the line.
I don't know. The Mack truck over here is looking pretty good.
Tell him, man, he called fast. They told me, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you have a wonky battery in there? I like it over here. You have a wonky battery? Oh, yeah. I like it.
They ready? Watch flight. Ready?
That, Mom. Oh, wait,
Hold on.
Ready? Go. Go, go, go.
Oh, God. You gotta keep going.
Ready. Wait. Tell him good luck. Say good luck. Oh, okay, wrong one. That's good.
All right, what's your light?
Sit down. Sit down. You ready? You ready? Hey, watch your front. Okay.
Give me gas. You want to race?
You ready? You ready?
My man didn't even look at the light.
Okay, keep it straight.
Hey, luckily you have power. That's the most fun I had all day. Watch back. See where he's going? Don't you drive straight.
That John Deere doing the wheelie is making the highlight reel.
We just needed a driver who would go ahead and stay with it.
Here, slide over. I can get the.
We knew it was going to wheelie, but we wasn't expecting to go that high. Hey, line up with him for straight. We've been working a week better than going about that high. We went through Hold on. Get ready, Wayne. Put your hand on the steering wheel. We ready? Are we ready? Ready? Yep. Go. Hold it back. Hey, all the damn people standing. You ready? Ready? Go.
Where's the other one?
See, Mama. Wave your hand, Mama. See, Mama. Go straight to her. Go straight to Mama.
You don't want to do it? Come on, get in the car, boy.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
He's tired.
Oh, man. One more time.
Get in that car when we're done, we'll go get a milkshake. I'll go to the other end. Come on.
And if you do it, you get a trophy.
Come down here and run over me.
Trophy and money, come on.
You get a trophy if you do it.
Please. Come on.
And you get to go to Walmart.
One more time.
And I get to go to Walmart.
Oh shit, get me in
Hey,
it.
what about Tractor Supply? You want to go Tractor Supply?
Taking second place. Taking second place. Can he run it? Yeah.
Hey, they forfeited that.
Drop one more time. All right. Turn the power on. Turn the power on. Turn it on. All right. Wait for the light. Wait for the light. Go. Go.
Hey,
All right, guys, messed up a little bit. Forgot to charge my phone. So shortly after we were done with the Powerwheels race, my phone died. I was able to catch 2 more races. It was Clint Nichols versus a New Edge, a Turbo New Edge. And man, that car was riding. I don't know the owner, so if anybody knows him, like, please comment and let me know what his name was so that I can definitely make sure to follow that car. But then we also caught Triple X with Billy Goat. So those were definitely some cool races to end it on. So appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video. I'm going to throw those last 2 races up here and end it there. So catch you on the next one. We're going to definitely try to do some more of these Powerwheels races. It was a lot of fun to be able to have, kids and families, all at the track having a good time. So that's what it's all about, and we'll see you at the next one.
oh, this is a hard call. All right, Chris, who you like on this one? Who you like?
I like Brandon.
Do you?
Yeah.